Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Last time we left off, well, we found out a pretty good amount of information regarding, regarding this case. What else would it be? But we also found actually something to go on here that wasn't explored before, and that was the prescription, or a medicine. And although it may seem trivial, it's something, to go on. And we listened to Victor Kudo's testimony about what happened in there. So let's go ahead and cross-examine some of the things he said. So he said that he says that she put something in it. Let's press on that. Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw? Victor Kudo never makes mistakes. I dot every T and cross every I. Yeah, I see. My eyesight's fine! The doctor said I only need prescriptibles for reading and driving! I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's really scoping out a waitress. And I saw that the servant girl put into the Javashino as well! Well, she saw what? He saw what she put in there! I bet I know what's coming up, and something tells me I'm not gonna like it. Well, let's just press it, why not? Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put into the victim's coffee. I like to ask that the witness add that what he knows about this to his testimony. I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please? Sure. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there. White powder, huh? Well, let's go ahead and press on that as well. Did she really put that into the coffee? You doubt me, boy? She took some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in. Couldn't it have just been sugar? Sugar? In a small brown bottle like that? Like that? Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? Ha! A bottle like this, perhaps? Oh, there it is! That's the one! That's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. So what did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clever. I think it's clear, don't you? Ugh. Damn it all. Well, so suppose that was that. And he said, that's the girl right there. He said, I remember her well. Alright, well, let's press on that. You said, I remember her well in reference to waitress. Did she have any particular features that you can identify her by? Particular features? It's a disgrace, that's what it is! Sorry? You can see all the way up to her, she's practically naked in that uniform! You like it, don't you? Is there a particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit? But anyone can wear just such a uniform. Even me! Oh god. Mr. Wright? Please score... There we go. I was just about to say that. Please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image. Don't get all excited, Nick. You've got to keep yourself together. I guess I got a bit carried away there. Ha! There are other things I recognize about her, too. He seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Press harder. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether that waitress was Maggie Bird or not. Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize with the defendant, I would ask you to add them to your testimony. Sure. There was a ribbon in her hair and her apron straps were loose. Really? That's what he's gonna say? Okay. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face. Gah! As if I wouldn't remember that! Objection! The witness notices straps in the accused's apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face. That's right! I can even tell you the color of her ribbon in her hair. It was red! So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight. There's no doubt he remembers waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this somehow. Well, I don't want to leave it, but the straps don't seem like a big deal. Why not ask about her back? The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back. So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all?
Objection!
Ha! He's got you there, Gramps. Oh wait a minute, he agrees with us. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. This is harassment! I'll tell you I'm not obsessed with straps and ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw! Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features. Features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony. Sure. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. If I can't find a hole in it soon, I'll get even longer. It'll get even longer, I bet. Wow, I almost made a really disgusting joke there, but whatever. There wasn't anything that caught my interest about her when I saw her from the front. Now that is one big lie, because look at this apron. Are you telling me that you're looking at her in the front, you wouldn't notice those details? A big ass ketchup stain and a coffee stain? Come on now. Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this. Ka! That filthy thing would suit filth just like you perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like, just after he's done eating. Have you ever seen this before? Of course I haven't! Do you think I've forgotten something as dirty as that? Huh. Well, you half-witted clot! There we go. People are saying, did he say what I think he said? What? What is it? Ever since I said you half-witted clot, there's been an eerie silence in here. Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning. Huh? And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if you had really seen this apron before, yes, you know what I'm getting at here. You couldn't have possibly seen a waitress from the front. Oops. Oops, that's all you gotta say? Witness! You can't just oops your way out of this. Ha! Well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Listen, Wright. Here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird? Exactly. And when that one waitress put that poison in that coffee cup, this old man was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fact that the defendant may rest on what you say remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps. You can rely on me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion where I forgot what a burger customer wanted. He can't remember? Probably more like he's messed up so many times he's blocking it out. Very well. Let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim. Alright, here we go. About the victim. He was another one of those pesky young types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and it was a noisy brat, and the noisy brat kept rustling his pages. The young man was listening to wireless. I remember that well. Then the servant girl in question brought over the Javachino. That little fidget picked up the coffee with his free hand and took a sip. Okay. Testimony we just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail. Oh yes, I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything. How are we going to handle this, Nick? We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. Just chip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel? I suppose, but that's what I do best. Well, I would end it now, but the video's a little short in my opinion. But if I continue on, the video might go on a little while longer. Well, oh, whatever. I'll keep this in. I hope you guys enjoy a longer episode. It's probably going to be like 20 minutes or something. So, we can actually present a lot of things here. So, oops. Lost control. Lost control there for a minute. Let's see here. Yeah, the newspaper in right hand. Listen to wireless. Not sure what to present on here. Okay, it's a little. He picked up his coffee with his free hand and took a sip. Now let's take a look at something right here. Let's look at a coffee cup if we could. Let's go ahead and present this for a minute. Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you told us at the beginning of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory? I know! There's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you! Nothing! If I got anything wrong, I'll eat those seeds and sing a pigeon song! Care to tell us where this is going, trite? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding a paper in his right hand, while drinking the coffee with his free hand, which will make his left. Huh! But what is this, kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this. That's the coffee the victim used. The cup the victim used, correct? Yes, and on the rim you'll notice the mark left on the victim's lips. Yeah, okay, this I think would have been very hard to figure out if you never played the game before. This kind of testimony, unless you could really, deduce it really well. Yes, there's a stain left by the coffee. If you consider where that stain is, you clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand. But how? Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing a pigeon song. Ah! I don't want to see that image or see that. Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where he... Wait! If you think I'm going to stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong! I don't care what that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw! You still insist on your testimony. That young brat was holding that cup... That young brat was holding that cup in his left hand! Oh yes, no question. It's a good law-abiding citizen I am. It's a dead young hotbot you what? I can't even speak what the hell is trying to say here. It's that dead young hotbot and you spiky-haired yahoo who are at fault. Who, me? Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man, old man! Been around for 68 years I have. You can't ignore me! Listen to what I've got to say! I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure. Why not hear a little bit more? Mr. Kudo? But this is my 16th cup of coffee. So this is your final stand. Thank you, Captain! You can rely on Victor! Oh, it's another testimony? Okay, that's pretty good. I guess I'll stop the video here. And then we'll still have time to do... Because I think this should be the last testimony right now. I think, anyway. I'm not really sure. And that gives us time to hear a testimony, do the cross-examination, and still have some time left. So, okay. Never mind. Okay, this is a fairly average episode, so there we go. Next time, we're going to hear this testimony and hear more about his memory. Why not? So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. See you guys later.